We are range testing our Trek rail bikes today, and our trail could be up to 70 miles and over 7,000 vertical feet of climbing. We're gonna see how far we can go. Stay tuned. It's gonna be an adventure. Woo! Well, we hit the trail. It's a bit after 10 o'clock in the morning. We got a late start because we forgot to charge our batteries last night. And we rode probably 15 miles yesterday. So today it's gonna be a little interesting. It sounds like tonight we're getting a snowstorm in. The winds are supposed to pick up after lunch, and then it's supposed to get real dicey after about 7 o'clock. And we have a long ride. I think our best scenario if we ride the whole distance is at least 8 hours of ride time, and that's gonna put us back in the dark, which that's gonna be interesting. We did bring headlamps this time, first time ever. We've gotten stuck in the dark many times, and we thought it might be more intelligent this time. However, with the cold weather and snow coming in, it's gonna make it a bit dicey, I'd say. Most amount of miles we've done on one battery charge is about 30, maybe 35 miles, and a little over 3,000 vertical feet of elevation. We're definitely expecting to have no battery power at some point and be completely dead, but we want to see how far we can actually push these things and ourselves, I guess. So we are going to try to conserve as best possible. We're going to run on eco the whole time, which is the lowest power setting, and then we will be running with it off on any of the real flat or downhills. So it's going to be kind of an optimized test, with the exception of this is pretty rocky terrain, which is definitely a lot harder than flat or flowy type terrain. It's very rocky, lots of ups and downs. Well, how rude, we didn't introduce our bikes. Tell me about your bike.
So my bike I call Zapper, and it's a 9.7 Trek rail, and the reason it's a 9.7 and not a 9.8 is because I'm too small for a 9.8 and a 9.9. They don't make them in my size. That's the whole reason my battery is smaller than Peter's, but I still love it, and for the most part I can keep up with him.
And my bike is named Rail the Ripper, aka Ripper, because it freaking rips. This thing is amazing. It's a Trek rail 9.8 XT, so it's got the Shimano drivetrain and brakes and all that, just like Faith's does. She has an XT as well.
I do.
The most amount of miles we've done on our standard mountain bikes in the last couple of years, it's been about 40 miles. That was the longest trip, and that was, I think, under 3,000 vertical feet of climbing, but that was pretty tough considering it's on terrain like this, where it's not exactly just fast cruising. But we'll see how it goes with this Trek, because we need to make pretty good speed on it just to be able to have a shot at getting the distance in a reasonable time before the snow starts hitting. Stream crossing. I think our strategy is going to be to give a little power assistance here. I'm gonna bump it up to mountain bike mode and just kind of ride across it here, see how it goes. Faith's gonna run it first, see how she does here. I don't know where she's going. Oh, she's going to just try to find a lesser deep route. Well, that actually worked pretty good. I think I'm gonna follow that side path, because that other one looks pretty deep. Don't really want to have wet feet here going into our long ride. So let's see if we can do this thing here, following Faith's shallower stream crossing option. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh boy. Ah! Attacked by the trees. Wow, that was a little rough there, but hey, we're across. A lot of paying attention on this stuff, and kind of have to look ahead as much as you can, but every once in a while your tire kicks the wrong way and you kind of have to reset a bit. Not too bad. That will be more challenging going up. We were enjoying the downhill on that one. That view as we come out of all the trees. It's really pretty. Got a lot of open sky now. This will be nice if we can get some more miles on quickly. I love the rough terrain, but it does slow us down a lot, and it takes a lot more energy than fast flowy stuff. This type of terrain we can put on some real distance quickly without using a lot of energy or bodies or batteries. Canyon, look at that. Wow, cool. Oh, back into the trees and a rock face. Woo! Yeah, nice work. Rocking it.
Where am I going?
On the trail. Well, I mostly lost the trail coming through this wash. It seems there's just either no trail left after the water runoff this season. There's kind of random footprints in the sand all over the place, but it looks like maybe right across the water here again is yep, there's a trail marker, so I think we're good. We just have to cross this stream again. Getting good at stream crossings. I think my foot is either acclimated to being wet or has dried off. We'll see. This one doesn't look too bad. Oh yeah, no problem. Easy. Now we just have to get back up top here. See if we can just mount back up. Oh yeah. We are 10 miles into our journey, an hour and a quarter time so far, and I've used 11% of my battery. It's at 89%. Where's yours at? I'm
at 10%, or I've used 10%, so I'm at 90%, which I have a smaller battery than Peter's, so I'm trying to use less battery. But the concern obviously is wearing the physical self out.
Yeah, you got to balance it all. So we're going to take a quick break, grab some snacks and some water, and then hit the next 10 miles and see how it goes. We're right about 1,100 feet climb and 1,100 feet drop. But towards the end of this trail, it's going to start just climbing. We'll see how it goes with that. Whoa, the wind has gotten intense. They're getting probably at least 20-30 mile an hour cross breeze here. We're full exposure, there's no shelter around. It's gonna be cold tonight, I think. It has continued to be windy, but this is our 20-mile update, and we've been riding for, was it 2.5 hours?
Yeah, right around 2.5.
That's not including breaks. Our breaks kind of extend out our time a fair bit, and we've got about just over 20 miles. We've climbed about 2,200 feet vertical so far, and in the next section we're going to continue to climb more, and it'll be, the good thing is it's downhill more on the way back. My bike is at 76 battery. What are you at?
I'm at 73 because this section is 1,000 vertical feet, which
we're not doing bad,
no,
but definitely starting to feel the mileage here. So the crazy thing is we have to go back, which means at 20 miles here, that means it's gonna be a 40-mile ride, but we're gonna keep rolling. Made it 25 miles. We have 3 hours almost exact of ride time on the seat, and I think we're feeling it. It's definitely starting to feel the burn and the butt. We are going to turn around. We've got over 3 hours of ride time in at this point, and almost certainly we're going to be slower going back. And it is, what time is it now? Like,
I think it's pretty close to 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So that means that we'll be heading back. We'll be fortunate to beat the dark. And the storm's supposed to hit at 7. The wind has already been pretty harsh. So we'll see if we can get back without being in the dark. We've got about 2,700 feet of vertical elevation so far. It should be a little less going back, but we'll be over 50 miles. And Faith's battery, what are you at?
I'm at 64%.
64. I'm at I think 67 or so. We'll see, because we're gonna probably be riding a lot more with the bike power on, because our legs are pretty fatigued at this point. We're kind of worn out. Butt's getting sore.
I'm a bit concerned about the storm coming in, because it's supposed to bring 3
to
5 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Running the batteries down and being in the dark and having a snowstorm hit doesn't sound as appealing. Obviously, when we planned this trip, the storm was not supposed to be here.
Let's see if we make it. Stay tuned. We'll update you as we go. Woo! Yeah. Woohoo! Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Woohoo! 34 miles now, so we're 10 miles, 9 miles back on our way.
Yeah.
And I am at 59%.
I'm at 53. Yeah, 53.
We're doing pretty good, so we should be doing pretty good, but we're definitely picking up the pace, and we're keeping our power on eco pretty much most of the way here. And we may need a little more than that on some of these other climbs coming out. So we'll see, but my legs are definitely feeling tired.
Well, and the storm is coming in faster and faster.
Yeah, look at all the clouds.
It's
Clouds.
The temperature is dropping, the sky is getting dark. We're trying to haul it, because I'm not sure we've got till 7 o'clock for that storm to open up.
Yeah, I would rather not be in the middle of it.
No.
So we'll see if we can get back a little faster. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling the fatigue in the legs and the butt. Oh man, that's there's no two ways about it. If you're spending, you know, over 3 hours on a bike saddle, that gets to you. So we'll keep on rocking it. 14 miles an hour, cruising along, making some good headway. And then we have our rocky climb out. Absolutely beautiful. Descending down into the canyon. Downhill is super nice. Very appreciated at this point. We are at 40 miles. 10 more to go to get back. Our batteries are doing great, but we're having to run a lot more boost because our legs are tired. It is absolutely beautiful with the clouds coming in and the sun kind of shooting through it. Really cool reflections of the hillside over there. I love it.
There's a storm a-coming. I gotta get out of here.
I think we were 7 miles an hour average out. We're over 10 miles an hour out. We have about 7 miles to get back. We're at 4 hours and 45 minutes of actual seat time. And I've got over 45% battery life, but I'm running in higher power modes because my legs are just super tired. All right, here's a good obstacle. Let's see if we can get through it. Yeah, woo! It's hard when your legs are starting to give out. It's good to have the extra power boost there with the motor to kick in, just that little extra help over those rocks. When your legs are fresh, it's a lot easier to bounce over this stuff, but when you get tired out, it's really nice to have the motor assist on it. 43 miles in this trail so far. Woo! This is the technical section for the next little bit. I'm glad we have enough battery power. This will be pretty rough if we were doing it with no power, because these bikes weigh about 20 pounds more than a standard bike. It's a lot to move around if you don't have any of the motor assist happening. The pretty view, the mountains out there and coming down, the rockiness. Woo! It is leg burn time. The last little bit. I'm keeping up the power in the mountain bike mode because my legs are very tired. I think they hit the stress point there. Woo! Oh yeah.
That's what I got. All right. Rocking.
All right, Faith is doing the water crossing. Ooh, it's a wet one. Ah! Don't stop! Ah!
I didn't mean to stop.
Well, I only got one sock. Woo! That's exciting.
Very exciting. It got super deep.
It was the other,
My front tire dug.
my other foot. The foot that was dry the first time. Oh well.
I was trying to monster truck a hard line, and I hit it wrong, and it rejected me, and I slammed my knee into the handlebar.
Yeah, that hurts, the kneecap and the handlebar. It's a pretty good little rock. It was a rock, double rock. I think the second rock said, no way.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta stretch it out. We
Well,
only have a couple miles left.
Yeah, and it's got this turn here, so I thought if I tried taking the bigger rock, it would make the turn easier, because there's a big drop right there that I was trying to avoid.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that. It's kind of a
Figured it
balance of choosing.
I should have stayed right there, gone wide after I cleared.
That's how it goes with mountain biking. You're always learning. Couple miles of this trail and 50 miles of rough terrain. It takes a lot of concentration because there's all sorts of stuff to avoid and try to make it over all these obstacles, and you really just can't let your guard down for 1 second, because otherwise you could end up down the hillside or into a rock face, or smash your knee like Faith did. But it's really tough when you're get tired physically and mentally. You're kind of getting worn out as well, just to keep that focus, for that final stretch especially. But what an awesome, fun time, and it's fun to be able to push ourselves and our bike a bit further, see what is possible, because we're going to be doing some longer length backcountry rides, which is the point of us buying these bikes. Woo! Yeah! These are fun. This is good. We made it!
Woohoo!
Those of you that were hoping that we'd end up in the dark or the snow, sorry to disappoint you. I'm sure we'll do that again some point.
We've been in the dark many times.
But we brought our headlamps, which, inevitably when you bring your headlamps, you prepare for the dark, you don't end up in the dark. But we were over 50 miles on the bike. My bike had 24% battery life left.
Mine had 18.
Pretty amazing, because on our return trek, we did not conserve our battery power.
Not
we were
at all.
running all the boost because we were tired. It was a long ride. Our legs are really tired out,
And we were trying to speed it up.
so I think our bikes have outdone us, which is pretty impressive. And we went over 4,500 feet of elevation, of climbing elevation, and our ride out took us about 3 hours, and our return ride was 2 hours and 35 minutes. So even though we were tired, man, that is amazing, having that extra power boost.
Yeah.
When you're really worn out, just to be able to get back and get through everything. So it was super nice. We love the bikes. They're super fun, and we're gonna be doing more backcountry longer distance riding. So if you
That's
guys
what we got them for.
like that, give us a thumbs up if you think more of our adventures might be fun to watch. And we probably will get stuck in the dark. We've already gotten stuck in the snow. We just didn't do video of it for you guys. It was about a foot of snow. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.
Bye.
Well, the next morning, those of you thinking we were making drama with our bike ride yesterday, look at all the snow. The whole place is a winter wonderland. I am glad we didn't get caught out there last night because it is really snowy this morning. Look how deep. It's beautiful, but it is not mountain biking weather. And yeah, that's pretty exciting. I'm glad we made the choice to come back a bit earlier than push the absolute limit. So I guess intelligent decision there. What's it called?
My bike is called Zapper, and it's a monster truck, and I love it.
And what model is it?
It is a Truck Remedy 7?
Nope.
No. It's a 9.7. I'm sorry. It's a 9.7.
It's not a Remedy.
It's not at all.
You
Let's try this again.